aluminum brightener, get it nice and clean to start with, and then get to work. And this right here was the first tire I just put on all by myself. I'm a tire guy now. All right. Drive shaft. She got the carrier bit. Ooh, all dirty. Drive shaft complete. Back to tarping, or actually strapping. And that's what actually moves up and down and pushes on the spring. Those head bolts, probably one of the hardest things I've ever had to get out. And a JB Hunt. Oh, that was nice of you. 19765 for the fleet guard. So that is a wrap. What do you think? You good?
Every state is probably going to be different.
Honk the horn when I get far. All right, bye-bye. Love you. Oh yeah, he wants to come with me, but I showed him one video of a semi-truck tire exploding, and yeah, not go. So if you're in this video learning about semi-truck tires, I'll teach you a little bit about it and what I've learned over the years. Bye, bye. Yeah, 110 PSI is the biggest thing. This car we're driving right now, about 35 PSI. Semi-truck, 110. Okay, there she is. We just got done running her. And she needs some tires. So we're gonna get 4 more on the drives. The power axle actually, which actually pushes the truck. They're wearing a little bit on the inside, and they're just old. So let's go get some new ones and check them out. So this is what we're dealing with right here. See a little bit of uneven wear right in there. These ones, I actually probably keep this outside one just for a spare because it's pretty nice. But on the other side, they're a different tread pattern. Also, the outside one's pretty good. I do have a nail right here that's not leaking yet, but it will be. I don't want to pull it out to make it leak more. And this one's the same kind of thing, wearing on the inside. So these are the tires that are pushing your whole truck. This is where the power's coming in. There's a thing called a power divider down in here, which will click in there and make your drive shaft push the rear tires also if you need like more traction, if you're on an uneven surface or surface, something like that. There's your power divider right there. Kind of like 4-wheel drive on your regular pickup. But yeah, let's do that. I might actually polish one of these or see how hard it's going to be. But if I do one, I'll probably do 2, and then we'll have just one side of the truck that's polished and one side that's not, because I just don't have time in the day. And I'm always trying to enjoy life. So, all right, let's go get this thing fired up over to the shop. So you have to take the Schrader valve out, and it's going to get loud. It's step 1. And you get a. And these are the new ones, 285, 75, 24.5, which is a dime breed. So I should get away from these, but since I just bought 4 other brand new ones, we got these ones. We're lucky to get them. And yeah, there you go. I've seen this manufacturer before, but not a top Michelin, but hey, I'll take what I can get. And this closed shoulder should be pretty good. So open shoulder, it'll have like a lip here. Closed shoulder will have like a hard edge. So that's what they mean with those different tires. There they are. So then what Jay does is he sprays some of this stuff on there, which makes it easier to slip the wheel or the tire off the wheel, and also just break the bead. And you got a special tool for that once the air gets out, or a big hammer. Right there. There you go. The Jay special.
Push all the air out of it.
Hey,
2 hits.
I'm gonna come right off. Oh, there you go. And that's it. Little rain shower.
Yeah, that's it.
So this is Jay's special trick here. 2 2x4s.
Step on it.
Okay.
All right. Pull it in. Step in the inside. Pull it over. Pop off.
There you go.
Now you take this here. Pull this underneath so it doesn't hit the ground. Same thing.
Because it just grabs the other lip.
Yep. That's what the 2x4.
There you go. And it just gave you that. Sweet. All in one motion. Yep. Nicely done, Jay. Oh, yeah. There we go. I should polish that thing a little bit. And this makes it slip on better.
Yeah,
and this is
make it slide and it helps seal it as well.
Murphy's mounting compound. I've seen it be used, but never done it. All right. move on it. Sometimes it'll...
You can roll it and it'll cut the truck. But this one, you know, always kind of tells too much room in there.
Yeah. You know you got the cheater.
You normally push it to me on the front side.
Too much?
Too much.
Okay. So that's a little cheater, little trick. If you got too much gap and it's not going to fill on its own, it probably matters if it's warm or not too, right? But maybe
The tire itself.
yeah, if it's hotter outside, it might be.
Soft rubber.
That's it. And now it's all about a timer in Jay's head that the bomb's not going to go off. You don't want to do that. You want to stay away from the 110. So one more thing they're talking about is these are like 30 cents, the Schrader valves. And they say don't just use your other one, just replace it. Because if you get a small air leak in that, you should have just done it the first time. So get new ones every time. And we're trying to get to, you're going to do 110?
110, exactly.
So these truck tires, that's why they're so dangerous, guys, is compared to a passenger car, it's like 35 PSI, 110 PSI. That thing is quite the explosion if it blows. So don't take them lightly. Now I'm going to take this opportunity, since I have the wheel off, to go ahead and do a little bit of polishing. Got some brightener right here, aluminum brightener. Get it nice and clean to start with, and then get to work. Now for the sake of time, it's not 100% perfect polish, but it's a lot better. I could have spent a lot more time on it, but got it clean, got it 2-stage polished. And this right here was the first tire I just put on all by myself. I'm a tire guy now. You call me, you need a tire, I'm just joking. Let's get some air in this thing. Let's get it back on the truck. And while we are talking about tires, wheels, all that stuff, you see this right here? That is not getting a new tire put on it. So what this is called, it's a lot wider. It's called a super single, because there's one tire per position on the axle. So instead of having 8 tires, you'll have just one on each side, 2 on each side. So one in the front, one in the back. But if it blows, this could happen. It could be lucky where the tire stays on the wheel or something like that, but if it comes completely apart and you're riding on a wheel, no matter how quickly you stop, that's going to happen. And then you need a new wheel and a new tire. So for that sake, that is why I like tandems, having 2. Because if one goes out, it's going to hold the weight of that axle so you can stop. So we are looking good. New rubber. And we have 2 polished wheels now. I didn't have enough time to do the back one. But even from right here, you can see that is a lot prettier. Yes, another polished wheel. Another to go. Slowly but surely, we'll polish up the old girl and get this tank done. So we'll just do the left side and then leave the right side as an example. No, I'm just joking. We will do both. But that's tires, guys. These are 24.5, 24.5 inches wide. It's a dying breed, so 22.5 is what you're supposed to be switching over to. But hey, they still have them now. So we're back in business, looking great with our tread all the way around. Okay, tires. We'll take a load tomorrow, and then we'll close this video out. But thank you so much, Jay, for your help, man. You are a wealth of knowledge, and I appreciate you teaching me how to do my own tires. Be home in a little bit, okay? Let's get back to work. New tires. Well, minivan's almost out of fuel, so we'll go get some. The good old Circle K. The boys are out of the school for summer, so we're not gonna see much Circle K, but got home last night. They were both, like the 2 of them, the small ones, were laying on the couch, so I put them up in their beds, and Cash was up playing with the cat in his bed, so. All right, back to work. Let's try those new tires out, and yeah, I'm a tire guy now, so. Not really, but it's not easy work, but if you got it right and you have a science to it, it's not too bad. And then the polishing was pretty smooth. It just takes some time. It's just time consuming. If you sit there and take your time with it and keep going over every single area, you get a nice shine on it. But I just wanted to get the wheel back on and get the tires on. So got it cleaned up and a little shine. Okay, let's get some K and get some fuel. Got my coffee. Red Wheels is filled up. See a little peek of it over there, but the sun is a beautiful little red ball. Oh, it's pretty. Coming out over the horizon. Got a little bit of cloud cover. Makes it look pretty cool. And there they are. Well, let's get her pre-tripped. Let's get a load. And we are back under under a load. There's that sun peeking up through the haze, the morning clouds. And let's get this thing going. We got some full tanks, we got some beautiful sun, and some new tires. It's probably all in my head, but I feel like these tires are smoother. They probably are, because there was two different types of tire on either side, left and right. The tires were the same, they were next to each other, but they were different tread pattern. So I just feel like it's really nice and smooth. I had a little bit of hop at about 70 miles an hour, and now it's kind of just perfectly smooth. So truly appreciate those guys I'm working with now. And I was even talking with them last night about just kind of how I've never had, when you're a one truck operation and you run your own authority or insurance, you're kind of on your own. You just have to have a good network of people you can call. And sometimes you're in an area that is middle of nowhere, you're not going to really have any network of people to call. But with them, it's like a sense of family. Like if something happens, I have somebody to rely on, which I hope I don't have to, and I hope I can keep things as best I can ahead of them and ahead of problems. But yeah, it's like I was talking to Jay last night. I was like, this is the first time I've had that, because it's my 5th year going into my one truck operation, and it's always been a back of your mind driving all the way down to Florida, Miami, and something happens, you're going to have to pay what you're going to have to pay to get it fixed, if it's motor related or tires, whatever. So it's really nice to have them, and it's opened my eyes to let's let this guy get over. So you have a button on your truck. If my headlights were on, it'll interrupt them. It'll turn them off for a second. And then if right now my lights are off, he just flashes lights back at me, thank you. I can hit the button and it'll just flash my low beams, not my high beams in his eyes, but it'll just pop my low beams on and off, this little button on my smart wheel. So the smart wheel is helpful and cool and useful. And then on the other side, my left hand has my headlights, my right hand has my all my marker lights. So just like he blinked his lights at me once he got past me, I can interrupt my running lights or turn them on, like if it's daytime, and just say thank you. So if you don't know much about trucking, that's kind of an etiquette thing for running faster than somebody else. We run about 62. We're running about 64 right now, just for better fuel economy and less wear and tear on a truck. But you get past, and you will pass people, and so it's nice to do that. But yeah, I feel like they're running smoother. Weigh station was closed, and let's get some of these in and see if we're going to do another one tonight, or what we're doing after we can get this one successfully picked up and dropped off. Okay, she is open, 9 a.m. Don't go that slow. Okay, we're at 35 right now. Now we're at 30. I always try to maintain the posted speed, but a lot of people go too slow. So now we're down to 25. Now we're getting into the almost 20. But just keep your distance from the truck in front of you so they can get a good read on your weight. We are empty, but they might be doing just random checks, seeing what you got going on. They do take pictures of your numbers and all that stuff, and if you have a bad CSA, they might pull you in. We just green light it right through. See if they're actually inspecting anybody. There's a lot of people, you can sleep at the weigh station. So some people will just stay here and sleep, like this guy, but yeah, they're out here. Looks like it rained over here recently. But he's in his truck, not looking happy, so might have something going on. Might be out of service. So T's and P's for that guy, whatever. Couldn't really see what his name of his company was, but T's and P's, man. But they're there, they're working. Right out in Bushy Tail. 68 degrees out here. I have had my AC on the whole way. If you watched my previous video, we thought we had kind of a belt. I don't know if something just got slung up off the ground, but it wasn't raining yesterday and it hit that belt, but I have not had a problem since. And thank you for all the comments saying that maybe it was a tensioner going out or the belt's going out, but the belt looks great. Doesn't have any rotten on the backside. Doesn't have any ribs that are frayed or outside of the belt's frayed, nothing like that. So weird anomaly. Where it just happened for a little bit. And I thought it was something to do with the AC because it was that belt, but could have been just some water getting on the belt. I don't know. Or some grease, something fell down. Who knows? Or something got shot up. But it has not done it since, and the AC is working beautifully right now. It's been on the whole trips today, so we'll keep an eye on it and let you know what we come up with. But if you hear a noise like that, you definitely want to investigate, pop that hood, try to figure out exactly what's going on. So just rained. I don't even see the cloud that dropped that rain, but it did somewhere around here. And I don't know if they shut it down for a little bit because of that rain, but we are backed up. This is probably the biggest backup I've seen since I've been here. I've been in line where the line was further than this behind me, but I'm far in line now. So no biggie. We'll wait. We'll do our thing. We're here. We had no hiccups coming down here, even though I just hiccuped right now or burped. But we're here. So lots of traffic though. Lots of flatbed. But I've never really been here this early because I've always taken the boys to school about 7:15, and then I get to the yard about 8. So I left this morning at 6:30ish, and it's now 9:11, 9:12. So yeah, okay, we'll wait our turn. Okay, we are back. Let's get this hatch open. And yes, we have quite the line. Oh my goodness. We got number 10. Polished wheel looks pretty good. Tires did great. Let's get in there and close this video. I hope some of that information helps you guys a little bit. Understanding tires you can do yourself. There's a couple of tools you need, like that little cheater air cannon that kind of sets a seal on the tires. And the 24.5s are definitely a little bit harder than the 22.5s, but they can be done. So we are back in line. Got 3 in front of us plus 1 in there. Shouldn't be too long. But on that note, God bless you guys. Respect the tires, respect the air pressure. And it's something you can do by yourself and save about $75 per tire. So that would have been about $300. And I'll see you on the next one.